So we're putting on the final coat of plaster, to the final part of the final coat of the plaster today. So this is it. We're going to finish this up, and these clothes are going to go in the garbage when I'm done. I'm so happy. So, because they got all these chunks on them, and I don't want to throw them in my laundry. So Emily joined us for the past couple of weeks. She's been helping with plastering, and she's a woofer from New York.
Yep.
Dr. Emily. And so one of the things with the plaster, since it's a greenhouse and I didn't want to have a lot of moisture, problems with high humidity and have to come back and touch up or replaster every 2-3 years, we moved away from the natural earth plaster, and we're using a lime Portland sand mix for the color coat. And since it's got lime and cement in it, you don't want to get your skin, you don't want to touch it with your bare hands, but we're wearing gloves that are rubberized. And so a lot of times after we've applied it, we'll just smooth it off, and with the rubber gloves, it kind of makes a nice finish. And so we're just finishing up. This is almost the last section. We got a little section behind Joe, and then some little touch up to do. And then we'll be able to start on the floor, and I'm so excited. We cut a shelf to fit here. Emily actually cut this piece off, and then she had a great idea to put the piece that we cut off on the outside, and you'll see that once we mount it. So we just bent the shelf right around. It was amazing. And it's going to look really cool. On the shelf, we're going to set an air blower, because this tub here, I don't know if you can see that, but that's going to be in the corner, and it's going to be full of fish, and the fish need oxygen. And so the air blower will have air stones that are in the tank and also in the troughs in the greenhouse to aerate and provide oxygen to the water, which will be good for the plants too. And we got an inlet and an outlet, and we're going to mount this on that shelf, and it comes with the anti-air filter for the inlet, so we'll kind of clean up the air before it goes in, and then we're going to pipe that into the troughs. And I don't have air stones here with me, but we'll show you the air stones and the piping afterwards. All of this information, I got all this information about all this equipment and the aquaponics system from Friendly Aquaponics out of the Big Island in Hawaii. And they have a great website. Everything on there is free. And they also have workshops and seminars that they do in Texas and Pennsylvania and in different areas. I don't know if they do them in Hawaii still or not, but you can go to their site and learn an enormous amount. They just made it all free and available. They have a great newsletter and blog, and it's fantastic. So our blower's going to sit up here, and then there's going to be an automatic fish feeder right there. It's actually an automatic dog feeder that I bought, and you can set it to, it's programmable, and it'll dispense whatever amount of food you want to dispense, like 2 or 3 times a day or whatever you want. So we're just going to set it for twice a day, and it'll automatically feed the fish. We'll just have to make sure we keep the hopper full, and that's cool. And so then all that piping, the air piping, will go through the floor, because remember, our floor is about 10 to 12 inches lower right now than the finished floor, so we've got a lot of room under there before we put in drain rock and sand and do our top surface finish to put our piping. And we've got some electrical that we're going to run through conduits in the floor, and some air pipes and the water pipes to circulate the aquaponics water. And so there's a bunch of plumbing. And the rainwater system, we've got a rainwater collection system that we haven't connected yet, and we'll install the barrels and get that plumbed in place. And there's an overflow on that we'll hook up. So it's all coming together.
Hi, I'm Emily, and I'm working for Michael this summer. And I'm a woofer, and I'm from New York, and so woofing means Worldwide Organization of Organic Farming. And so through this organization, I have come here to help Michael work on his homestead and set up the greenhouse, so hopefully it can, start producing lots of homestead plants and vegetables for the future. So right now, at the beginning of my stay here, I'm helping Michael work on finishing up the greenhouse so he can really start, moving the bigger things in, really start the production going. And so far the experience has been really fun. I've gotten to do like a lot of different construction-like projects, like a lot of hands-on things, as well as helping him out in the gardens and his community gardens that he has as well. Once it's all put together, you'll be able to see plants that are living in that normally live in tropical climates, be able to sustain themselves within this greenhouse, because it'll be able to keep a consistent temperature over the winter because of all the systems that Michael's put in place. So plants such as this avocado, fig, and banana will all be able to survive over these really cold winter temperatures in Montana, which normally they wouldn't be able to if they were just outside.
I am mixing cement. White cement for the final coat on the walls. And cement is lime that has been heated at a very high temperature.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to think enough that it's not gonna like fall off when you put it on the trowel. But,
Looks a little wet, maybe.
yeah, but not so dry that it crumbles, falls apart. It's probably
We'll take a wait and see approach. So you can knock the high spots off and then just smooth in because it's such an uneven surface. We just gotta go over it and smooth it. And you can also take a sponge and wet it down. You can make whatever texture you want. It's an art project. It's sculpture.
If you don't want to see the layer from before show through, you can add another layer.
Like this, I see this. That's the brown coat showing through where the grit was showing through. So you can either leave it like, I don't know, I don't worry about it too much, but see up here it's kind of gray. So we might add a little more.